So I just wanted to touch today a little bit on things like inflation, cost of living. You know, things are starting to look a little bit bare in some of the supermarkets I've been in lately. And I know there's a lot of people in the world at the minute kind of getting a bit panicky about what's going on. Now, I'd like your opinions on this, please, on where you are in the world. Um, are you finding things are getting harder to get? Now, I did ask this in the end of my last video, which was a grocery haul. I'll link it somewhere up there if you want to go and have a look at that. But yeah, I'm interested to know where you are, you know, what your situation is basically. Are you stockpiling? You know, how are you being affected? Now, a lot of people see YouTubers and they might see the odd ad and go, oh, they're making loads of money. I just want to touch upon this very quickly. I'm only a very small channel here. You can average it out at around 1 cent per view I get for any of my videos I post. So I want to be 100% transparent with you on that. And there isn't major money in being a YouTuber unless, you know, you're getting tens of thousands of views and stuff like that, which I can't ever really see my channel doing, to be honest, because it's just me. Yeah, stranger things have happened, but yeah, we'll not count the chickens. Talking of chickens, the price of my eggs have gone completely. I'm not talking my eggs, I ain't got any, but you know, chicken eggs, they have gone so expensive. I'm finding that a bit hard to work out, that one. Now, I do know with anything we're going to buy now at this stage, there is going to be a price increase on if it hasn't happened already. And I do, I suppose, in my own opinion, I suppose, expect it to get worse. Reason being the price of crude oil, which translates basically to transport fuel. So your diesels, your petrols, any of them type of things like that. Because that's got higher, the transportation's then going to cost more. It's going to cost more for the shops to get it in. Then we're going to have to pay the extra. So I understand all that. But what I'm trying to come to terms with now, I suppose, at the minute myself, not come to terms with, but should I be buying extra things like my sort of raising flowers and planting flowers and bits and pieces like that? I mean, if you are prepping, I think it's called, I keep seeing videos saying that, or trying to stock up a little bit, what are your main things you're trying to stock up on? Whether it's just to be, have them there just in case we kind of run out or there's shortages, or have them there before the prices get a little bit too high, maybe if it's something you really enjoy. But then we've got the other side of the coin. There are so many of us, and I'm in that boat as well. I'm in that situation too, of I can't afford to go and fill my car 3 or 4 times with diesel, never mind food. And, you know, I have the room to do it, but I don't have the funds to stockpile my house with a load of items and things like that. And I kind of had to have a bit of a giggle, and I shouldn't really, because it's not a funny situation, but so many of us last year were in a situation where we were finding it hard to get loo roll, weren't we? And and then if we could, there was a limit on how many we could buy and stuff like that. And I think everybody panicked a lot then, they did. But no, you're not imagining things, and I haven't done a camera trick. That is an extremely big cup, and it's got "Yes You Can" on it. So, you know, it's just a little thing to remind me when I have my ginormous cup of tea, that I can do whatever I'm trying to achieve, I suppose, in life. But that's something that's neither here nor there about this video. But yeah, I really want to know, are you trying to put stuff away? Food, supplies, things like that? If so, what? What do you think we should be putting away? This isn't me telling us to go out and panic buy at all. By, you know, everybody's circumstances is different, everybody's situation is different, and most of us can't afford to go and do that. What I am trying to do, and if you did watch my last food haul, you will see I am trying to get the odd 1 or 2 bits extra when I go shopping each week. that is more so because when I went through my operation there in the beginning of January for my back, and you know, there were times last year when I wasn't too well, different video, but you know, where my food supplies in the house got very low, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit because I think there was like, I couldn't go out and do any shopping. My other half as well, it wasn't too well. No, none of us had COVID, nothing like that. It was just something else that was going on. And yeah, it got a bit tricky. And then if I could get him to pop to the shop for something, it was only the little local shop where things were like 3 times the price they were than to go to like one of the bigger supermarkets. So, you know, I think that's another thing. If you can't afford to go into the likes of one of the bigger towns to do your shopping, the littler shops are getting more expensive. I like to try and support them where I can for bits and pieces, but there's no way I could afford to go and do my full weekly shop in one of the little local villages. It's not feasible. There's no way I wouldn't be able to do it. But I've already found myself kind of going down a little bit. Well, I did for the first few weeks, trying to get cheaper quality items. And I'm sorry, for me now, I'd rather go without them than have to suffer trying to eat them, to be honest. Now, what it has done though, as it has put me back into doing a lot of baking and a lot of cooking, and, you know, kind of coming up with ideas and bits and pieces for what I'm going to call budget meals, but tasty budget meals. So, you know, I'm going to start filming a few. I'll see how they go. They're not going to be for everybody, are they? But, you know, and then what I like and what I eat, some of you might not. So we'll go with that. But do let me know, lovelies, down in the comments, you know, what, you know, not obviously your financial situation. I don't want to know any of that. But are you kind of trying to stock up on a few things, bits and pieces like that? But, you know, I don't think there's too many of us in a situation that can do that. Maybe I'm wrong, but with the price of just putting some oil into the tank here for the heating, I found myself just putting on another jumper, turning it off, and it's on very, very limited here at the minute. And I've turned into one of them women where it's like I'm going around turning all the lights off and having like a bit of a meltdown if the immersion's left on. Yeah, so let me know if you're doing that. Yeah, I'm starting to show my age maybe, but when you get the electric bills in, yeah, I can quite understand it. Yeah, that's it. So, lovelies, I hope that wherever you are, that you're safe and you're well, trying to stay as upbeat and as positive as possible. Let me know about any of your budget tips, any of that kind of jazz down in the comments, and I will speak to you hopefully all very soon. I'm not sure what's coming next, but we will see.